Welcome back to the most hyped Valheim series on the market, where we crank all the sliders to the max while also playing with no map or portals. In the last part, we explored the Mistlands by sailing around the outskirts, which ended up being a much better strategy than traveling through the center. After luckily finding the Infested Citadel, I geared up and fought Valheim's 6th boss, the Queen. But after almost dying multiple times, I unfortunately had to pull back to rearm and resupply. And that's where we left off, sailing back to the Citadel for my second attempt at killing the Queen. Now with the Himmelfall and Bile Bombs in hand, I now had the means to deal with the swarms of enemies the Queen throws at you. But as I learned in the last episode, this fight would be the hardest yet, and it would almost be impossible not to take damage. So I would have to play it safe, kite, and manage my meads effectively.
Gonna stop raining maybe? I'm gonna get myself lost if it keeps raining. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I found it. Can't believe I can still find it when it's raining the entire time. I feel like I'm just sailing in a random direction and I made it twice in a row. No. Stay away. And it's finally done raining.
Making it back to the Infested Citadel, I made some final preparations for my second Queen fight.
Oh, are you kidding me? Hopefully I can just hide in here. Gotta add some wood to the tub here. Alright, we should be ready now. Do a quick skills check. Go fast. Alright. I'm not as nervous as I was last time. Do it. Bow was 100. It's a good way to start off the fight. Alright, we'll get to the stairs and then we'll pop bone mass. Oh shit.
I clicked my dodge. Didn't go off. Try to get as much hits as we can. Clear these guys out. I got caught in the corner by that seeker there. Gotta be careful. I'm gonna lose bone mass now. Now I definitely have to be more careful about my hits here. Gotta clear these guys while I can. Should have seekers on me soon. I got very confused what was going on there. He like jumped off the platform at me and I got a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. I think I just take another potion here while I can. Clear these guys out. Hello. Definitely focus Seeker here. I'm gonna take this guy out with my Rosnir. Very good dodge. Doing good, I got still have 13 minutes unrested. So we're getting a little dangerous now. Should be alright though. There. Stuff back here. Ow. Ow. I'm actually surprised it didn't kill me, to be honest. Yeah, this guy can kill me, so I have to be careful. Well, I have no potion up, so clear these guys out. I really did try to dodge that. Didn't work out for me. Okay, I'm gonna throw some of these down. Maybe. Oh! tar going now. Kind of put myself in a bad spot here. Just tarred myself. Maybe I screwed up, guys. I gotta kill my own frickin' tar. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Ow. Might be able to wait out my bone mass again. My bow's gonna break before this fight's over. Might have to run out and repair my iron bow. Gonna take any chances, gonna quickly run out and repair. "45 seconds on bone mass. Re-up all my buffs. Bone mass in 5 seconds. Should be pretty much a lock at this point. Holy shit. I actually jinxed myself. Why? My heart, bro. Pop bone mass, please. Oh my god. Stop. Let me win. Please, 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 please. No need to rush, no need to rush. Oh. Oh my god. My heart, man. Oh. These 25-minute boss fights are gonna make me die early, I swear to god. Alright. We were actually able to take the queen down. I can't believe how far I've actually made it. But this victory is really short-lived, because we all know what zone is next. Oh, we did it. I'm so glad we did it this time. If I would have had to go back again, oh, it would have been so embarrassing. Oh, I'm so happy. You know what, that's really relieving? Killing the queen until you realize that you have to go to the Ashlands after this. And it's not very good anymore. Oh, I'm so happy. With the Infested Citadel vacated, the only thing left to do was to pack up all my belongings and head back to my tower. Alright. Gonna pack up my stuff here and go. Switch back to this cape for now as well. Oh, stop. I don't think I'm gonna be able to take everything back with me. It's like a little area behind here. Look at that. Alright, well, if I need any more stuff, I can go back here. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to take everything I want with me, so I might as well just go back now. After packing up my temporary base, I set sail back to my tower. Hopefully, never to return again. Nice. No, seekers are now in the woods, dog. That's so annoying. Also, don't recognize these woods, so I don't know where I'm at. Alright. I think I need to park the boat until it clears, unfortunately. I just don't know where I'm at. Okay, it's pretty clear now, but I still know where I'm at. Like, I think I was going towards this route for the boss, and now I'm going towards it again. Yeah, I guess I try to go back, follow this coastline, and see where I went wrong. And now it started raining again. Alright. Yep, I'm pretty sure I'm lost. I have no idea where this is. I'm not sure I can even find my way back to where I would know. Well, it's bound to happen eventually, huh? Oh boy. I'm turn around. Right. Through all the rain and fog, I had lost my way, so I turned back to hopefully find out where I went wrong. Not a fan. I'm scared, and I'm not a fan. That's my marker.
I'm back at the fucking queen. Oh my god. At least I know where I am, I guess.
And despite never wanting to return, I found myself back where I started. At least now I knew where to go.
Damn. God. Well, that sucked.
Now that I made it back home, I needed to resupply and come up with a plan for the next step in our adventure. The Ashlands is by far the most dangerous and deadly biome in Valheim, so I need to prepare quite a bit before entering.
I need more food and fast. Yeah, I don't think that fits there, guys.
The queen fight really exhausted most of my resources, so I'd have to spend the next couple days doing chores around my base. As I'm editing this video, we are nearing 4,000 subscribers and just recently passed over 100,000 hours of watch time. Kinda crazy. I know we're still small, but thank you guys for watching and supporting me. And I want to give a quick shout out to our channel members. I haven't really done much with the membership system yet. I'll have to take some time later to flesh it out. You guys had a lot of great suggestions for games in the last video. I do want to finish this series, but I'll look into all the stuff you guys mentioned along with other possible Valheim challenges. So subscribe and like this video if you want to see more. Some of you guys are pointing out in the last video that the Staff of Protection might be worth looking into because of the fact that it always blocks at least one shot no matter how much damage is dealt, making it extremely good for 1 to 2 star enemies. And after thinking about it, I actually agree that it might be worth sacrificing one of my health foods for that benefit. The main problem is that with no map, I've had so much trouble navigating the Mistlands and I've found only a scarce amount of soft tissue, which can only be acquired at this point by giant skulls and crates in the dwarf settlements. So with skulls being so hard to find, I would once again travel the coastlines in order to try to find some towers or docks with crates.
Holy crap. Oh, God. I keep running into the friggin' islands. And I'd get this one. Only 2 crates here anyway. Keep moving on. We'll look for a tower. I've seen a lot of them. There it is. Should have done this when I was here before, but kind of forgot. Oh. There is none. I thought there would be. Am I wrong that they always have them, or... Whoops.
My original plan was to use carts in order to break the crates holding the soft tissue. In my head, this sounded like a great idea, but in practice, this ended up being a lot harder than I thought.
Oh my god. Bronze nails literally just fell down. What is that? Nothing. There's a tower right there at least. Oh, that might be a dungeon actually. Yeah, I think that's a dungeon. Yo, I'm lost. Oh.
So after embarrassing myself, I decided to build the Drakkar because it was a larger ship and might make it so I can get the carts onto the docks. 100 iron nails. Ah, I don't have enough fine wood.
That thing is massive. I forgot how big this thing is. Dang.
Now, in a bigger and better vessel, I traveled back down the coastline in hopes of actually being able to collect more soft tissue.
There's one. Oh, it's a dungeon. No. I just remembered that you can use refined iter to break the chests. So, I'm dumb.
And at this point, I realized that my strategy was not really paying off, so I traveled back to my base to plan out my next steps. So for now, I'd put finding soft tissue on the back burner and focus on how I'm going to approach the Ashlands, a place designed for the use of portals in which I couldn't use. The problem is that I would still need access to the resources of previous biomes while I explored the Ashlands, and with no portals, this really left me with only one option. I would need to set up yet another base in the far south of the map, just outside the treacherous waters of the Ashlands, a safe place to rearm and resupply, so I started packing up all my resources in the tower, and prepared myself for a long voyage to the south.
Ah.
I would need a lot of food stocked up for my journey, so I cooked all my secret meat that I had gathered through my clearing of the Mistlands. Hopefully this would last me until I had another food supply set up in the south, and while doing that I slowly packed up all the resources I wanted to take with me onto as many carts as I could fit on my ship.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It would be quite easy just to take down my whole tower if I wanted to. That would be kind of sad though, wouldn't it? I'll think about it. The ship is going to be really slow though. Whoa. Oh. I warped onto that. Only a 4 slot. Oh god. Oh. Carts on boats are still a little glitchy. Nice. If I can move these to the edge of the boat more. Whoa. Stay upright. Thank you. No. While you watch me struggle with all the carts, let me break down my plan to travel to the Ashlands. I would start by traveling back to the starter island. This is because right now is located in the eastern part of the map somewhere, but when going to the Ashlands you want to be as central as possible. This is because the center of the map is where the southern Ashlands continent is largest, which also means travel to the Ashlands is much shorter, making it so you don't have to navigate through as many rock spires. So once I'm more central, I will make my way south until I hit the border of the Ashland Sea. Then I will follow it until I find a suitable building location that is close to the Ashlands. I think that will be good enough. I need to give some of these carts to the other side. Oh. Well, it looks like without wind, I am dead in the water. Literally. Alright. This should be south. That should be south, yeah. We'll do that. Oh, I got wind. Let's go. There's my crafting bench. I've gone this way so many times now, this like second nature. It's so weird. Alright. Ahead of me should be my starter island. With the right side over here, my plains base in this area, I'm pretty sure. Around here, I have sailed down here one time, and that is when I think I was going for bone mass a long time ago. I think I sailed around this part of the starter island. I don't remember what's even over there, but I think that's where I need to go. Let's see where I'm at. Sailing south still. Alright, there's my starter island. Now I follow it pretty much as south as I can. But hopefully I can find another island that will help me in that direction. Look at that wind change, by the way. Definitely scripted. Alright, so I'm actually going like almost straight west now in this direction. How far my ship's leaning. I wish I could get some of these carts that keep moving more to the left. It's just making it worse. Alright, now that my wind's changed, I think I do start going around this other island. There's two black forests together.
Pretty rememberable. Rememberable? Is that a word? I can still see my starter island. I still feel like I know where I am. That's a good thing, but once I get beyond this point, I think I'll be less certain for sure. Goodbye, starter island. And I can't see anything. Well, this isn't good. Alright, this weather, this one right here, needs to be removed from the game. Needs to be cut. I'm sick of it. It's missed land too. I'm nervous. Oh. We're clear. Alright, so that's the mist lands I almost hit. This is a plains mountain like we thought. And south is straight this way. Can't really follow that island anymore. Maybe follow this one? That's definitely it. Okay, so this is south enough for Ashlands. So I can stop heading south and then follow this island. I think that's all Mistlands though. So far. There it is. Oh, you can actually see the island itself too. So I'm actually really close to it. I must be like almost dead center of the map then. This island looks pretty promising too. You look how close it is to that. Hopefully this has at least some plains on it. So it needs plains and mistlands for sure. Alright, so that looks like a mistlands. Oh, it just shrunk down. And it keeps shrinking. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's just a little rock. Now that looks like plains right there. Black forest. Now this looks promising. It really does. This is pretty good though. If there's mistlands around here. I'm not seeing any mistlands, guys. Oh, I lied. There it is right there. Alright, I'm gonna dock right at this building over here. We made it. Now that I had found a good location, I would begin by scouting the area and setting up temporary shelters. We want to break this so we don't get a raid. Okay. Need to sleep so we don't get seekers. Thank you. Okay, let's explore a little bit. Village over here. It's not very big plains. It's mostly just this village over here. It's not a terrible thing. Oh, so this place is not very big at all. Just has the plains and this little black forest, and then it transitions into mistlands over here. If you guys don't know how raids work, you need 3 or more certain build pieces in an area for the event to start. So I chose to spread out my temporary structures to protect myself from any raid I was not prepared for. Okay, I'll bring the forge over here too. Alright, so that repaired my axe. I want to see if it repairs my pickaxe. It does, alright. So I need them. Alright, I need to map out what I want to do here. I kind of think towards this way and then on top of this hill.
As usual, I chose to build on the coast so I could have fast ocean access. But first I wanted to map it out so I could be sure to make it large enough for everything I wanted.
I think it definitely needs to be a little wider now that I'm looking at it. Ah, you kidding me?
For this build, I opted for a mode. This was to save on resources and because I haven't made a base that incorporated one yet this run. Modes are difficult in terms of design because they honestly look pretty ugly. And because modes are human made, you need to kind of make them look naturally unnatural in a way, which can be quite hard because of the way trenching works in Valheim. But the main two things that help are using a hill and avoiding straight lines, which you'll see me do.
Oh, they're off the boat. Perfect. What we like to see. See, things just work themselves out.
After mapping it out and clearing the area, I was ready to begin construction on the outpost I would name South Harbor.
Didn't give you guys a build video last time, so I'll have to treat you guys a little bit this episode.
After making the trench, I worked on flattening and sculpting the terrain. When I dig moats, I like to dig a little extra around the outer ring to give a more elevated look to the central structure. And as you can see, using a hill really gives it more of a natural look. After that was done, I started work on the walls. My main goal was to make a safe and defensible base as soon as possible, so I went for a more rugged and practical design. I used to never think I was a very good builder, but you guys keep telling me that I'm actually not that bad. I do have a lot of experience building in games like Minecraft, Rust, and other survival games, but I've never really spent any amount of time building in creative mode or anything. Maybe I could give a building video a try at some point. Back to the wall, I was planning for two entrances, one at the front towards the ocean, and one at the back for access to the main part of the island, which I would connect with a series of walkways and small towers that I could shoot down on encroaching enemies.
Does that look bad? I think I can make it look good. Okay, I think it does need to be one taller though. But I don't mind that. I'm gonna run out of rocks here soon.
Like all my other builds, I really can't help myself, and I spent days on just building this wall. You'd think in hardcore with no portals, I would try to be a little more resource efficient.
I just keep this deer in here. My pet. No. No, I'm stuck. Alright. I think that's the wall pretty much done.
Now that the walls were mostly done, it was time to move some stuff into the safe area I had created.
It's not a bad area. Probably build the main building over here. Maybe 2 other ones. Over here and here, let's say. Not really sure yet.
For now, I made a temporary building to sleep and repair in. After moving to the cabin, I secured my walls with some doors. The first building I wanted to focus on was the cooking building because I was already running low on food, and at this point, I hadn't cooked anything since leaving the tower.
Okay, I kind of have to lay out. I need to get my food going like right away. So honestly, I should just build a cooking building first. I kind of like having it separate too, to be honest.
So, in the pouring rain, I began filling out the interior of South Harbor.
Okay, maybe like that.
For this building, I would go for a cozy 2-tiered design that was just large enough to fit all the cooking stuff I needed to explore the Ashlands. This roof design helps ventilate the large amount of smoke produced by cooking.
How much fish are on my ship? Yeah, I did leave all this stuff in here. Olay. The whole village coming out to see me. We will replace this once we get more tower.
For one-story buildings like these, you really need to get the roof right, because it tends to be the focal point of the structure. If your roofs look plain or flat, it's really important to add detail, which gives depth and kind of like a stacking look.
Oh, there's another cart. I thought I was missing one. Okay, for now, we're gonna plant some stuff right here. This is where the main part's gonna be, but for now, might as well get some carrots and stuff going.
While the building wasn't completely done, I started filling out the interior so I could start utilizing it for cooking. At this point, I wanted to go take a peek at the nearby mistlands and start farming Jotun puffs, so I built a stone bridge to connect the two islands.
Oh! Is there a skull around here? Or is it just petrified bone? Doesn't look very big.
There didn't seem to be much to this nearby mistlands, which might prove to be a little bit of a problem in the future.
This one's out of the environment. None of these are. I got 5 hair meat just from that, so not bad. Doesn't look like I'll be finding anything like big there though. It's a pretty small mistlands. Gotta get some of these carts out of here. Well, finished ones will go in top right.
After finishing up the interior and harvesting my crops, I built a little chicken coop to start my egg supply.
What the? Oh man. How'd they get out?
I'd revisit my cooking building later, but for now, I wanted to map out the main building, which would hold my sleeping quarters, a workshop, and a storage room. For most things that I build, I like to add an interesting feature, and for this building, I kind of went for 2 separate structures that morphed into a single one. Didn't really know how I was going to go about this, but for like everything I build, I kind of just went with the flow, went through multiple iterations before I was satisfied. At this point in my build, I was kind of tapped out of resources. This being a smaller island, I'd already mined all the rocks surrounding South Harbor, and had actually started quarrying the Mistlands for more stone. So I figured that I would take a break from building and do something I've wanted to do for a while, which is sailing all the way back to the beginning, where it all started. If you haven't noticed, I've been hoarding all the boss trophies since Bone Mass, and I wanted to go back and turn them in. I also wanted to drop off some supplies at my starter base in case I died somewhere where I couldn't resupply from. That way I could just delete my spawn point, die again, and sail back to South Harbor for my starter base. This would also serve as a good opportunity to collect more stone and tar as I went.
Probably come back down this way when I enter the Ashlands too, where I can see the shore. Alright, I kind of came from this island, so I was going straight south until I hit this. If I go north now, turn up this way. Okay.
I've said this in other videos, but the only good thing about not having portals is how much serpent meat you get. I'm not really sure that makes up for all the time I've wasted sailing though.
Oh, whoops. I think this might be my starter island. Doesn't look right, guys. Maybe this is my starter on the right side. Oh, this is definitely not my starter. About time. I forgot her name. Is it like Hildir? Hildor? Aldir? Isn't she supposed to be in Plains? Was there a Seeker? Oh, because it's nighttime. Makes sense. No, I'm just gonna be safe and drink a potion. Like in the meadows, it's kind of weird. Hildir, yeah, that's right. Just cosmetic stuff, that's what I thought. That's interesting. Definitely not on the right. I would have seen this last time I passed, so I'm definitely not on the right track though.
Hildir's quests are usually hard to find, but I actually already know where the sealed tower is. Let me know if you want me to clear it down below.
I think I'm gonna keep heading down this coastline. If I get completely lost, I can always just follow the boat back south. There's tar. My God. Holy. I'm actually getting my ass beat by some locks right now. Bro.
Maybe it's just because I'm on hardcore, but locks have got to be one of the most annoying enemies in Valheim.
Somebody told me that worked in the comments. It did work. Okay. Guys? I am really confused. The whole thing's just not breaking. Alright, well. Just keeps getting better.
As I made my way down this unfamiliar coast, I stopped to gather all the stone and tar I could.
Oh my god, locks do so much damage. Freaking crazy. Now he's on my boat. That one did it. There's another tar pit. Did you get that one too?
I also stopped at the swamp to gather some ancient bark because I was missing some for the longship I wanted to build at my starter.
I don't recognize this area at all, guys. Oh, and I built a workbench. My ship's probably out of line. Oh. Well, I'm lost. Sun is setting over there, so this should be somewhat north. Oh, I just ran ashore. Here, I'm gonna sleep through the night. Ooh, that's right, I gotta be careful of seekers.
Still lost, I kept heading north in hopes I'd run into something I recognized.
I wonder what point I just go back. This could be the island with the lonely swamp tree. But I would have thought I would have passed my plains base if I made it that far. Maybe it's the island I fought the Elder on.
Yeah, see, that's what I saw right there. What is that? I thought I saw that. Yeah, that's the little shack I built on shore a long time ago. So long ago now. When I was in the Bronze Age. That's crazy. I thought I saw that like in the mist too, and I'm like, oh, could that actually be it? Wonder if I could just go from here. That's crazy. Look at this. And look, I can even just follow my path all the way back to my house. Wild. It seems like I had come up the opposite side of my starter island and had actually been following it this whole time. Now that I had finally made it, I could use the pass I made in the very first episode to find my starter.
If I remember correctly, this way is a faster route. That wraps around. There it is. We're back, guys. Back at the beginning. Just one more. Wow, we've come really far. Yeah, I was thinking about switching to Yegluth, but just think bone mass is still really powerful and hardcore. Can't really justify it. I still got the furnace here and everything. Look at that. Oh, it's a classic me. Still got charcoal roasting. Got the tree in here. Alright, I'll leave myself a little care package here.
Going back to my starter really put into perspective just how far we've come. Almost 600 days, multiple bases built, and 6 bosses down with just 1 to go. Alright. After dropping off the boss trophies and some supplies, I made my way back to my ship down my old dirt paths.
Still coins here from trolls I killed way back when. Stuff ever despawn? Alright, well that was cool. I'm actually kind of glad it came from this way. Let's see, so I was able to collect quite a bit of stone. Oh yeah. Yeah, I should have recognized this when I passed this the first time. Maybe I couldn't see it, but this is the same place where I ran my boat into here and almost died when I was coming back from the Elder. No, I should actually get some of this. There we go, I got 30. Perfect. This trip hasn't been that bad. A 555. Wonder if I need to get more obsidian. I don't have the pickaxe for it anyway. Probably have enough for my first foray into the Ashlands though. The good thing is about this, I could head south, hit the Ashlands, and I will eventually for sure find my base. Because I am right on the edge of the Ashlands, so I could just follow the Ashlands border. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't even get through here. Is this pointing the wrong way? I'm confused. I think that's the north. Yeah, I don't know how I got turned around. That's actually north that I was heading just now. Oh my god. This is the worst boat ride yet, guys. This trip hasn't been that bad. Don't do it. Keep going. Keep going. You rat. Alright, I know where I'm at. Thank God. I'm almost there. Should be around this way. There we go. There's the Ashlands. We're almost there. Ah. We are back.
After a very short and extremely easy boat ride, I made it back to South Harbor, in which I would continue construction to turn it into the functional Ashlands outpost I needed.
Roof kind of looks flat. You're gonna need to add like smaller gable ends onto it. Yeah, let's fix the roof over here quick.
Bam!
Looks good.
Kind of want to move the chicken coop now. I was having a hard time getting this building to work, and I'd go through multiple versions before I got something I was happy with. And yes, I already went through all the stone I'd collected from the trip, so it was back to mining the nearby mistlands. I decided to go with the tower off the right side of the building, which I thought better matched the rugged castle theme I was going for. Finishing up the main part of the structure, all that was left was to go around filling in the little details. Now, I think it was about time to move in. I started off by building a storage room in the basement part. This is so I could finally get rid of all the carts floating around my base. And then, on the other side under the tower, I built a small workshop to repair my gear.
Olay.
And after that was done, I no longer needed my temporary house.
Doesn't fit.
These carts have been littering my base ever since I came to this island. Now, it was finally time to get rid of them. South Harbor was finally starting to come together, but this is when I faced my first real threat.
Undead army marches. Okay, let me hide. Actually, not terrible damage. Yeah, let's see if there's any more before I go down there. I don't want to get caught in the water. Actually, it wasn't that bad. That damage.
Taking out that undead army was surprisingly easy from atop my fortress walls. Hopefully, it'll be just as easy when I enter the Ashlands.
Marksman trophy. These 2 chests will be Ashland stuff. Do a rough path for now. Now it was time to start adding all the other crafting stuff, like the artisan table, black forge, and I still needed to figure out where to put the Ida refinery. I didn't really like how close the chicken coop was to the other building, so I took it down and opted for just a simple pen. I need to find a place for the Gauler table. I didn't really want another large building to house my refinery, so I decided I would try to put it underground, kind of like a cellar. Building is all trial and error, and you kind of just have to test things out to see what works. I know it looks ugly now, but you guys just have to trust the process. I am finally running out of all my food. I love a little bit more seeker meat, but not very much. With South Harbor nearing completion, I unfortunately depleted all my resources, so I went out to nearby plains to farm some more. But first, I went around my island just to confirm how small it was. No. Hey, if you watched this far in the video, why don't you drop your guy a like and a sub? I would say making these videos takes me a long time and stuff like that, which is true, but I'm actually having a lot of fun playing this world, editing, and reading your guys' comments. But your guys' support definitely helps justify pumping these out faster, so thank you, and I hope you enjoyed thus far. I
After confirming my island is pretty small, I sailed to a nearby larger plains to gather some more stone and tar. I used to be deathly scared of these guys, but now I could take on the whole herd. How'd I do that? I still needed a place to house my Galder table, so I decided that this small building I added above the refinery would be a perfect place for it. But obviously I couldn't have a wood floor above it, so I needed to add a layer of iron bars, which was a problem because I had no iron. I would need to solve this problem in the future. Having all the buildings done, I decided to add a path down the center connecting them all. South Harbor was finally complete. The only thing left to do was the bridge and the dock, which I would do later. Can he actually kill me? Wait, he moves? What was that? I mentioned this in one of the previous videos, but as a solo player, there's so much chores to do, especially when you have to pick up and move bases every time you kill a boss. I've already spent so much time building, so I didn't want to go too fancy for the moat bridge, so I went with a smaller, more compact design. If we can come across here. Nope. That's a good example of why you do this. Kinda liked it without the roof on it, to be honest. Yeah, kinda like that. That's big. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe when there's more in there. I'll take them down if I don't like them, though. Not a big deal. Despite the Mistlands being small, I still wanted to fully explore it just to make sure I didn't miss any skulls. Not to mention, I haven't found any roots for sap, so I went over to try to map it out.
Oh, I almost shot him. There are actually no roots anywhere. That's kind of a problem. Oh, I actually thought I was dead there. I was just thinking to myself too, I haven't seen a yawl in a while. I actually don't see any roots. That sucks. I'm gonna have to go to a different island to tap. In those situations with the yawl back there, I feel like it's most important just to keep calm. Because if you start to panic and you just kind of like, you know, jump around, if I would have jumped back in the water or something, you know, it's better just to calm down and then figure out what you're going to do and then just go for it.
Now that South Harbor was done, I wanted to revisit what I was doing before leaving the tower. That being, finding more soft tissue in order to make the Staff of Protection. So I need to go explore the surrounding Mistlands in hopes of finding more skulls in Devwagger settlements. There is also my iron problem, and since I'm so far south, swamps no longer spawn, so while exploring the Mistlands, I would also keep an eye out for any bridges.
Okay, what's the best area to do this at? I still haven't found a route yet. Another one without a skull. There's a tower at least. I might sell my boat over to it.
The Mistlands has to be the most challenging zone I've dealt with so far, and I really hope the Ashlands is not as hard. Maybe I'll have to rank the toughest hardcore zones at the end of the series. And of course, this tower held no crates, so no soft tissue for me.
We're screwed, guys. I don't think we're getting any more soft tissue.
Despite my attitude, I kept searching and started heading back down the coast towards where I came down from. And I was actually able to find a little dock. I get anything out of this? There's some crates. I'm desperate, guys. I'm sorry. Me or you, man. And once again, I was forced to kill my Devwagger friends. Alright, we've gotten 8. Nice. This is rough, guys. And for all that trouble, I was only able to collect 8 soft tissue, which in hardcore, I'll take anything I can get. But I had not given up yet, and I continued on with my voyage. Oh. There's another one that looks like an excavation site, kinda. Oh, that would be pretty sick. Oh, what the? It's like a dock into an excavation site. It's like 2 stacked atop each other. Please tell me. Ah, it is. There's a skull here. And all my hard work finally paid off. Once again, traveling down the coast seems to be a much better approach for mistlands with no map. Yeah, we do not want to anger these guys. That's for sure. I then tried to cook the reward with refined iter, which works, but was terribly slow, so eventually I would grab a cart. Oh, I actually broke it. That's another extractor if I need it. I still haven't found any roots, by the way. Unrabbit, so I wait for this to work. 500 damage, yeah. Remind me not to mess with those guys. God. Finally. Now this time I'm going to collect every single last bit of it. Let's not have a copper situation. Let's check a little bit. Yep, there's still some underneath it. I don't want you guys saying how I missed a bunch. $50 soft tissue, not bad. Fine wood. We had finally found some more soft tissue, but to make the staff, we'd need to find a root to get sap from. And it seems like my luck was turning around, because on the way back home, I noticed something off in the distance. Oh, there's a bridge right there. Oh, thank God, it just popped in and I barely saw it. I keep calling these bridges, but they kind of look like aqueducts to me. If you have any idea, let me know down in the comments. Wait, there's 2. Oh, we are set. Okay, that one's a little one though. This one's a good one. That is so clutch. Oh, you need a forge. Oh, I'm such a dumbass. I forgot about that. Despite leaving the material for a forge at base, I was able to use my pickaxe in order to break them down.
I got almost 100 iron off of that. Did I kill those guys? Because I've never killed one yet. For fun. Oh. Never mind.
After a successful trip to the Mistlands, I headed home with my newfound material. I then replaced the small shack's floor with iron bars so I could start refining with the little sap I had left from the tower.
Half fits back here. This would be the only place to fit it, really.
I maybe should have built South Harbor slightly bigger because I was having trouble fitting all the stuff inside the walls. The only thing I was missing now was sap, so I set sail yet again to go look for roots, but I ended up getting a little sidetracked.
Well, that's bad timing.
And after taking care of the undead, I got back to what I was doing.
Why is it always so foggy? There's that bridge again.
Still not being able to find any roots, I went to go collect some more materials.
No. That one worked.
In preparation for the Ashlands, I did end up collecting some obsidian from the nearby mountain as well.
Is that a red troll? It sure is.
Planning out my next move, I finished up some stuff around South Harbor with the material I had got.
Make 5 more.
And after the dock construction and some decorations, I went and sailed to a different nearby Mistlands.
The locks are destroy my crops. Yes. Finally, bro. Alright. We're on the edge. Not far away from my base, though.
I had finally found a route to extract, and while I waited for it, I went out and explored the nearby area.
Yeah. There we go.
After camping out that night, I went to go check on my extractor.
Holy shit. Those guys almost just killed me. Wow.
It's crazy that in Valheim, even things from 2 biomes ago can still kill you that fast. And when playing on hardcore, you always have to keep your guard up. I'd have to be more careful in the future. Now I have everything I need to finally make the Staff of Protection, something I've wanted to do for the last 80 days. But the only problem I was still struggling with was that blood magic in Valheim is very hard to level, so I would need to figure out a way to level it before I ventured into the Ashlands. To level blood magic, I knew I would at least need to craft Dead Razor, which summons friendly skeletons to fight alongside you based on the Razor's level, which give 0.75 XP per hit instead of the 1 XP per barrier break of the Staff of Protection, making it a much faster way to level blood magic. But it requires skeleton trophies to make, so I would need to revisit the burial chambers once again.
Oh, I broke it. Oh, he crossed the bridge. Well, that's not foolproof, guys. Sorry to say.
Now that I'd crafted the Staff of Protection, I went back to collect some more sap, and I would also farm some more trophies while I was there.
Another route.
Finding another route nearby was perfect because now I could alternate between the two for more efficient extracting. I made sure to collect extra trophies in case I wanted to upgrade in the future. And then, while I was there, I went into the Mistlands to explore a little bit.
What the hell? The mosquito coming right out of the mist. Dungeon right there too. What's up, guys? There's some crates up here.
I was actually able to find another tower with some crates and a dungeon nearby, so in case I ran out of soft tissue I could always come back to collect more from here. And after spending some time on this island, it was time to head back to South Harbor.
I have 8 left. I would like another skull, guys. I would love another skull.
I did some research and found a video on Reddit that showed a good way of using the new update to level your blood magic. This involves using Twig, which was a recent addition that allows you to level up pretty much every combat skill within your base. All combat skills besides blood magic, because the skeletons you summon actually don't attack Twig. I'm not sure if this is a bug or intentional, but there's a good way around this by using another new item called the Blob Bomb, which I used a couple in my fight with the Queen. So to make this work, you need to put Twig in between the skeletons and the blob, causing the skeletons to swing, but hitting Twig inadvertently, also causing your blood magic level to rise. And the blob is perfect for this because it actually doesn't cause any damage to structures or skeletons.
That is quite useful. The stamina was kind of ass. I mean, maybe I should run 2 health, 1 Iter. I'm kind of thinking the feast would be really nice too, though. Then I have to go all the way to the Bog Witch. Now apparently throw this in here, block him off. And that should cause him to attack. There we go. It works. This might be a little cheesy though. Let me know how you guys feel about this. I mean, I am just using Twig. Are they breaking stuff? Just that's fine. Oh, they are breaking stuff. I have to refine this, I guess. Anything else getting damaged? It's literally just that. There we go. Oh, they are doing damage to the stone as well. I'd have to come by and repair it sometimes.
My design could definitely be improved. I'm sure there's been other designs that have come out since I filmed this, so hopefully you guys can find a better one if you're planning to use the same strategy.
Day 600. This is what we're doing on day 600. Oh, he's out.
Why blood magic is so important to level is because of the massive benefits you get, that being the damage absorbed by the staff protection and the damage done by the summoned skeletons. But this is not really the reason it was essential for me to level. The real benefit was the Iter reduction, because I didn't want to run more than 1 Iter food, because even while protected by the staff, I still wanted a decent sized health pool, and I also wanted to keep my stamina high as well, so I could use my bow, kind of turning me into an Archermancer build.
There we go. I think that fixed it. Why is the other one not attacking? Oh, shit.
Once again, the Ashlands came to me and the undead attacked.
God. Oh, he's in the pit. He must be.
But I was able to defend myself within the safety of my walls.
This is gonna take forever.
And I spent the next few hours sitting around watching the skeletons attack Twig. I eventually figured out that you could use the staff protection to kind of boost your XP gains, shielding the skeletons and making them pop. And since I couldn't do this AFK anyway, I figured I might as well get the extra XP.
That one has a bow. I don't want that one. Oh, it killed the blob. And my jump just hit 100. Let's do a quick skills check then.
Sitting at 68 blood magic, I figured that would be enough to get me into the Ashlands. That also put me past the level 47 threshold to rise skeletons with only one Eider food, which left my other 2 food slots open. I could always level it some more if I needed. I was thinking it would be better to maybe build a training area a little bit away from my main base. This would make it so I could level without any raids interrupting me. Maybe I could even build it on a small island somewhere to block off all spawns.
Let them go run wild out there, huh?
After cleaning up South Harbor, I went out to test my new skeletons.
See how they fare here. Very good.
And while I was leveling my blood magic, I also prepared my boat with stuff I needed for my journey into the Ashlands. But before I left, I wanted to get my Dead Razor up to level 3 so I could summon 3 skeletons at once. So I went back to the other Mistlands to go gather the soft tissue from that tower. Using blood magic, I'd have to be sure to keep a lot of health potions on me.
Nice.
Because of all the variations in the terrain in the Mistlands, it's hard to keep the skeletons following you, so I was forced to resummon them every once in a while. And you can see, pairing this with my archer build is actually really effective, which actually surprised me a little bit. This was actually a really good idea, so thank you guys for suggesting that I do blood magic. I did end up on these higher health enemies that they would eventually kill my skeletons, but this is way better than how I was doing it before.
Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Let's go. Oh, that's so clutch. I didn't even see it here the first time it came through.
I was actually able to find another skull. This would provide me with enough soft tissue for not only the Dead Razor, but also the Staff of Protection.
A lot of crates up here that I want. But I think I'm good for now. Maybe I should just go back.
Getting all I needed, I headed back to South Harbor to finally start preparing my trip to the Ashlands. And I pretty much had all I needed since I spent the last 100 days preparing for this very moment. So all I need to do is repair and gather up all the things in my ship that I needed.
Olay! It's got two-shotted. I've never done that to a bear. Nice. Okay, we're gonna start by summoning 3 archers on the ship.
If you didn't notice, I crafted the butcher's knife, which I used to kill the melee skeletons, so I could summon the archers. This is so I could have 3 archers to shoot the vultures and the bone maws that would inevitably attack me in the Ashlands.
I've never used a knife before. Crazy. There we go. I'll hopefully stay. Alright. I feel like I've prepared as much as I can. Honestly. So, I have nothing to worry about. Almost forgot the feather cape, too. There is so much stuff I need to bring. Should I make a cart?
And just like my video production, I ended up getting a little delayed.
Why? Oh. Okay, 3 archers. Now they stay.
Sleeping for one last time in my cozy bed, tomorrow is the day I set sail for the Ashlands.
Alright, now I'm ready. Right away in the morning. Day 6:14. Ready to go. I want the serpent meat. Okay, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna sail until I can see the shore. Kind of in this direction, because that's where I did see the shore before.
And with a ship full of resources and 3 skeleton friends, this is where I'll leave you guys. Will I be able to survive the most dreaded voyage in Valheim? You'll have to tune in next time to find out. Thank you for watching, and as always, be sure to like and subscribe for more.